Hi guys, welcome to the Mindful Homeschooler. If you're new here, my name is Nicole, and on this channel, I document my journey homeschooling my kids who are currently 11 and 6th grade, and my son is in pre-K. All right guys, so today's video is part one of all the board games that we played for the year of 2025. So the reason that I am releasing this video in November as opposed to the end of the year is I truly believe that board games is one of the best gifts that you can give. I feel like it promotes so much quality time in a world where we're so overflooded with technology. And not only is it quality time, but it's fun. I feel like there are very few things that both adults and kids do where they both really have a good time. Now, in the beginning, when you're playing board games, yes, it may not be that much fun. But if you continue to play board games with your children, they will catch on to the logic behind it. They will really start to understand board game mechanisms, because I can tell you firsthand that the last two games I'm going to show you are very complex, and my daughter learned just as easily as my husband and I, and is just as much of a competition, if not more, than my husband. So it is really just continually playing with them and building those skills, and there's so much fun to be had. Okay, so how I'm going to break this down is, first of all, I only have two games that are 8+. The rest of all of these games are 10+, and a few are 14+, but definitely can be played for a little younger. I've also released a video last year of all the games that we played in the year 2024. Those have a lot of great introductory games and are geared for a little younger kids as well. So I'll link that below, and I would definitely recommend checking that out as well. Okay, so I am going to start out with the easiest games and work my way up on complexity. Okay, so the first game I want to show you, and this is for ages 8+, is Raccoon Robbers. This is for 2 to 4 players. This is one of the most fun games that I have ever played, and it is one of the easiest. You're essentially having your robbers go up and down in order to get moves to move your raccoon bosses to be the boss of the trash. This is a lot of fun, but I am going to warn you that you can get really fired up here if you're moving your bosses back or kicking your raccoons off the houses, but it is a lot of fun. It is totally worth it and so much fun. Okay, so the next game that's an 8+, the last one actually, is Azul. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about this. This is a very fun puzzly game. You're taking those mosaic tiles and you're placing them on the board based on where you can place them per the rules and what is available. This is a very simple puzzle game that's like for those cozy evenings where you've had a long day, you want to play something and you just want to relax. So definitely recommend that. Okay, so the next game we got, which is a recent game, is Cascadia. I love this game. This says it's for 10+. I think you could definitely do it for a year or two younger if your children do play games a lot. You're creating your own ecosystem. You get points for the bigger terrain spaces and also the different combinations you use with animals. This is a lot of fun. This is a puzzly, thinky game. I really enjoy these types of games. My daughter loves it and doesn't love it. It depends on her mood, but I definitely think that this game is a lot of fun, even if just you and your husband are playing in the evening. Okay, so the next game I want to talk about is my husband's favorite game out of all the board games we have, and we have a lot. If you watch this video in its entirety, you watch my previous video from 2024, you will see that we have a lot of games, and this is by far his absolute favorite game. So what you're doing is you're traveling the world, going to famous places around the world, collecting encounters, itineraries, filling up your suitcase. It's a lot of fun. This is 10+. And it's definitely a great game for geography. We have learned a lot. All right, guys, the next game, which is also one of my favorites, is Quacks of Quellenberg. Quellenberg? I don't know if I'm saying that right. This is 10+. This is a lot of fun. This is a bag builder. You each have your own potions, and you are trying to get the most points without exploding your bag. You have poisons mixed in along with other things. It is so much fun. You can get very mad. It does have a betting aspect, so my husband always finds himself in trouble, but I love this game so much. It's a very popular game. It's very fun, and it's a really good introduction board game if you're really looking forward to getting into more complex board games. So the next game is also very popular and very similar to Cascadia. This is Harmonies. Harmonies is another fun ecosystem game where you're finding cards, you're creating patterns. It seems very simple, but it's actually very fun, very cozy, very relaxing. I feel like Azul, Cascadia, and Harmonies, these are the games that you're going to play on those nights when you're tired and you guys want to play something together, but you kind of just want to relax. They are one of my favorite games. Okay, the next game is my daughter's favorite. This was a Christmas present for my husband. My daughter is obsessed with it. We have since gotten the expansion and not yet played it, but that is Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. This was our first introduction into a cooperative game. In this game, you are battling all of the bad dudes in the land of Harry Potter together. You're cooperatively working to defeat everybody. This is a little more complex, but it is fun. You play 7 games to finish this, and each game represents a book. Enjoy it. My daughter loves it so much. Again, we got the expansion, so we'll be going through it again. All right, guys, we're plugging through. I hope the lighting is okay. It is getting dark much faster now that we've had daylight savings time, so I'm quickly losing the light. All right, guys, so the next game, which is in my top 3 favorite games ever, this is probably my husband and I's favorite game to play together, and that is Parks. This is a lot of fun. They have recently redone the graphics, so it looks a little more cartoonish. This is an older version. I wanted to make sure I got it because I do love the art on this. You are going through national parks in the US, and you have beautiful cards. You're collecting different supplies, and essentially the person who has accumulated the most national parks wins. This is a lot of fun, you guys, and if you are definitely doing US history or national parks, this is a great game. Again, this is 10 plus, so definitely 5th grade or older, maybe a little younger, but this is such a fun game. Okay, so the next game that's 10 plus, that is one of my daughter's favorites, is Living Forest. This game, you are a forest and you are collecting different things in the forest, and you are trying to keep it from burning down. You are essentially the heroes of the forest trying to protect it while also winning. This is a lot of fun. Very whimsical game. As you can see, nature games is kind of a theme for us. We really do enjoy it. Okay, so another game that I want to talk about, this is more of a puzzly game and is one of my absolute favorites. Definitely in my top 5. This is called Planet Unknown. So what you are doing is, this is very much one of those games where everyone's doing their own thing. You're not very much affected by the other players, except for you guys are all picking pieces from the same pot. You're building your own planets. You have different specifications that you need to do. This is a lot of fun. This is, again, a tile thinky game, much like Cascadia or Azul, but on a much bigger scale, and it's very heavy. So this is 10 plus. If your kids are into space, this is a great thinky game. So I have 4 games left. We're bumping it up a little bit on the complexity. 3 of these are 14 plus, 1 is 10 plus. But again, my daughter was able to play all of these at 10 years old just fine. Okay, so the first one is called Cryptid. This is a deduction game where every single player has a clue and you're going around on the board, putting your pieces, trying to figure out where the cryptid is. This is a lot of fun if you like deduction games. It's also very thinky, critical thinking. I really enjoy it. This has been one of the most fun games that we have played. So definitely recommend that if you are into deduction games. We actually got that when we had played Harry Potter Clue so many times that my husband and I couldn't play it. That was kind of the replacement for us. Okay, so another game we play is Wingspan. This is geared for 14 plus, but definitely 10 plus can do it. Beautiful cards. I'm sure that you've heard about it. You have real eggs. You have a real bird house where your dice are coming out of. And you're learning a lot about different types of birds. You have pictures of them. You're interacting with them. You're having to place them in your habitat based on the type of bird. So this is a great way to learn birds. I actually got this for our bird unit. Again, you could definitely do this for 10 plus. This is such a fun game and it has such beautiful components. Really enjoy it. This is one of the games that we were so obsessed with. I think my husband and I have played it so much that now my daughter cannot stand it. Okay, so if you loved Wingspan, they have a level up with dragons called Wormspan. This is definitely the most complex of them, 14 plus. This is definitely more a game that you are going to need to play if you have a little bit of experience, but this is kind of the same concept. But with dragons, you have dragon caves that you're building out. You have dragon eggs. You're going to be collecting a group of dragons. This is fun, definitely more complex. But if you played Wingspan and you want something similar and you want dragons, this is a great addition. Okay, so the last game we have, and I would say is probably in between Wingspan and Wormspan as far as complexity. It does say 10 plus, and I do think that your kids could do 10 plus if they played games. This is called Everdell. You have a big, huge tree that goes with it that I don't have in the homeschool room anymore because I have so many games I had to move them into a different room. This is so much fun. This is a very cozy game. You have a tree, you're creating your own village. You have to build a building and collect the person that runs that building. Like you have a shopkeeper for a shop. You have an innkeeper for an inn. You have a doctor for a doctor's office. This is a lot of fun. There's a lot of expansions that can go with it. But this is a very fun, cozy game. Definitely up on the complexion. It is 10 plus, but it is on the same level of Wingspan and Wormspan. I can tell you that once you get to the level where your kids get used to this, my daughter learned these last 3 games very quickly, and again, is a very worthy adversary. I have several other games that I haven't played yet that we will be playing. Obviously, we get them for Christmas and build up in complexity. But there is a whole world of board games out there that are just so fun, so unique, so different. It's not just your basic Clue and Yahtzee and Monopoly like it used to be. There's so much fun. I can't tell you how much fun I've had playing board games. So I would definitely encourage you this Christmas, find some board games, gift them, play them. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you have any suggestions of any board games that you have played with your kids, again, I always love recommendations. All right, I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.